Oh, this one is great. We have to watch this one. This is by far the most famous shot in history of pool by the greatest player of all time, Mr. Efren Reyes. So, if you don't know about pool, what is going on here? Well, this is 9-ball, and in 9-ball you always have to play the lowest number ball on table, which he did with purple 4-ball. But you can see from his reaction, something isn't right here. So, what is the problem? Well, now he has to play that orange 5-ball, but the problem, you can see that green 6-ball is somehow blocking the path, so he can't make that 5-ball into any pocket. And what you can do in pool, of course, is you can play a safety. This means Efren is now trying to put the 5-ball into a position where his opponent can't make the ball. And you can see with his cue, he wants to bring the 5-ball somewhere around the area where he's standing and hide the cue ball behind that 6-ball. Tips to show, look at the cue ball. This works, but watch the 5-ball. The 5-ball hits the 8, there's the 8, and the 8 drops into the pocket. This, of course, was not intended, and you can see from the reaction of his opponent that he's so relieved that he doesn't have to play the shot, because if you make any ball in 9-ball, even if it's the 8, this is not 8-ball pool, you have to keep shooting. So now he has to play that 5-ball that he just put in a safe place. So you can see he's so relieved, and now Efren has to take on that difficult shot. And you have to imagine, this is in 1995, a huge tournament with some of the best players on the planet competing for a couple of days. This is the final match. It's 12-12. Efren Reyes against Earl Strickland in a race to 13. So whoever makes that 9-ball in this wreck wins this whole tournament, a huge amount of money. So he has to somehow avoid the fall, because if he doesn't hit that purple 5-ball, he will give ball in hand to Earl Strickland. By the way, one of his biggest rival at that time, and with ball in hand and 4 balls on the table, those guys are definitely gonna win this match. So he has to come up with something, and he has to at least make contact with that 5-ball to have any kind of chance to win this match. Wait, missed this ball. And look at this. Look at this, he doesn't just make contact with the 5-ball, he plays the 5-ball into the pocket, 2 rails, and flooded him. You can see that the crowd is going wild, and even his opponent, look at Earl Strickland, he's clapping, because this was an insane shot. You know, I mean, under the circumstances, you have to imagine this huge tournament to pull off this shot. For this is definitely one of the craziest and most famous, it's the most famous shot in history of pool. But it's not over yet, because what Efren has to do in 9-ball is, you're only winning if you're making the 9-ball. If you're the guy who makes the first instead of 8 balls, then you miss the 9-ball and your opponent makes the 9-ball, you lose. So the game is not over yet. So the problem is, he doesn't have the best position for the cue ball to bring the cue ball back to the 9, because we want to play position on the 9-ball. But what Efren does is, he's playing a draw shot, bringing the cue ball over, and gives himself a very makeable 9-ball. And here you can see Earl Strickland is giving the game up. He's giving it to Efren Reyes, the greatest player of all time. Insane shot. Shit, they're crazy.